Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So we're about to go into a new year. 2025 is right around the corner. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm starting to think about what is going to happen in 2025. This year, we're going to have a new president. That new president is talking about imposing tariffs, which means that the price of decorations can go up, the price of supplies can go up. I know I get a lot of stuff from other countries, right? So I'm thinking about how is 2025 going to go for us in the event decorating industry? And more specifically, I wanted to make this video to talk about, is 2025 going to be a good year to start an event decorating business, okay? So let's talk about that, all right? So let's get started. So first, let me say this. When it comes to starting a business, there is no perfect time to start a business. Since I have graduated from college, I have been through a recession where I have seen companies laying off left and right. The housing market tanked, right? Then we went through COVID with a global pandemic where everything was shut down. And now we're in inflation where all of the prices have skyrocketed. If I would have waited to open a business, if I would have waited for the perfect economy to open a business, I would still be waiting, right? So I just wanted to put that out there that as a business owner, we always have to navigate uncertainty because you don't know what's going to happen with the economy. You don't know what's going to happen with the industry. You don't know what's going to happen in the market, right? There's always going to be some level of uncertainty when you open your own business. That's like the beautiful challenge of working for yourself. You really don't know what's going to happen, so you just have to plan as best as you can, okay? So I just wanted to put that out there. I just want to say that there is no perfect time to open a business. And by that, I mean, if you're waiting for the perfect time to open an event decorating business or any other type of business, you're going to be waiting your whole life because there's always going to be something that comes up. Now, let's talk specifically about 2025. Do I think that it's a good time to open an event decorating business? Yes. And let me explain why. Number one, guys, I am already booking for 2025, okay? So please do not let the uncertainty of a new administration, a new president, inflation, everything that's going on, please do not let that deter you from opening up an event decorating business. I am booking for 2025, and it looks like 2025 is going to be busier for me than 2024, okay? So I just want to put that out there. I am booking for 2025. People are still celebrating. People are still having weddings. People are still having birthday parties. People are still having bridal showers and baby showers, okay? So I do think that 2025 is a good year for you to open your business. But you have to do it right, okay? So there was a point in time during COVID where everybody wanted to open an event decorating business. Everybody wanted to do balloon decorations. And so many people were just opening businesses, right? They were just opening businesses. I would not recommend that you do that. So if you're going to open an event decorating business in 2025, you have to do it right. And you want to set your business up for success, right? So number one, I would highly recommend that you take a class. There are so many people who offer classes for event decorations and balloon artists. I actually have a class that's starting next month. I'm going to try to do about 3 or 4 of these classes next year, okay? So I have a class that's starting in January. It's an 8-week class where I'm going to walk you through step by step on how to open your own event decorating business. We're going to talk about marketing. We're going to talk about pricing. I'm going to show you how to create a website. And then you're also going to meet with me one-on-one so that I can review your business plan and give you my feedback, okay? Because again, I want to set you up for success and not for failure. Gone are the days where you can just open up an event decorating business and figure it out. Guys, I will tell you, I have seen a number of people take that approach, and what ends up happening is that they end up getting frustrated, discouraged, and then they just go back to work and end up closing their business, okay? So it's gonna be very important that you take a class and you do your research. You wanna make sure that you know how to price your decorations before you open your business. You wanna make sure that you know the market. You wanna do research on other event decorators in your area to see what they're offering, okay? So yes, 2025 is going to be a good time for you to start your business, but you have to do it the right way because the market has changed. It has changed a lot since COVID. Here's another thing. So let's say that you are questioning whether you should open an event decorating business in 2025 because of the uncertainty, but also because there's so many event decorators in your area. You may think that there's no room for you. You may be questioning if you'll even get business. Guys, please do not be discouraged by that. I can assure you that if you have talent, if you have a passion for decorating events, trust me, there is always room for you. In my area, there's always a new event decorator. There's always a new balloon artist. I see new businesses all of the time. And guess what? I still get clients. There are people who still book me, okay? So this is one thing, this is a tip that I want to give to you guys. If you are considering opening a business, you really need to do your research, but you also need to take time to invest in your craft, okay? So what you want to make sure that you're doing is presenting your best work at all times. So I do this, guys. I'm always looking over my work in my portfolio. I'm always looking over my website and my social media, and I'm making sure that whatever I post is my best. I want to put my best foot forward, right? So you may have to invest in a class. You may have to invest more time in practicing, right? Because I used to practice every single weekend. Before I officially launched my business, I would practice decorating. I would create something every single weekend, okay? So you may have to take some time just to perfect your decorations. They're never going to be 100% perfect, but you do want to make sure that you're fully confident with your work. You want to make sure you're fully confident with your decorations. You want to make sure that you're fully confident in the fact that you can create something beautiful for clients, okay? So please make sure that you are presenting your best work if you're going to be opening an event decorating business in 2025. Now, here's my last tip for you. I do think that it's a great time to open an event decorating business. You guys know you're going to be decorating anyway. I talk to you guys all of the time, and many of you guys are the decorating person, right? You're the person who everybody comes to in the family. You're the person who everybody comes to in your church. You're the person who everybody comes to with your friends or at your business, right? You're the point person for decorations. So you might as well learn how to open a business and get paid for it, right? So if you're thinking about opening a business next year, I would highly recommend that you start as a part-time business. I would not recommend jumping in head first and going full-time, okay? Now, you can go full-time if you have a husband or a partner that's willing to hold you down and pay all of the bills, right? And take care of everything while you open your business. But most of us, because I know I don't, right? I don't have someone who's gonna pay all my bills for me. So you may want to just start it as a side hustle, as a part-time business so that you can get your feet wet, See if this is something that you want to do, and then you can grow it from there, okay? I will tell you guys, I do this full time, and it is hard because you have to have multiple streams of income, okay? In order for you to make this a full-time business where you have enough money to be able to survive and take care of your house and your family, right? You are going to need multiple streams of income. I should make a video on that. If I don't make a video on that, like if you have questions on that, feel free to schedule a consultation with me, because yes, you definitely need to have multiple streams of income. I should make either a video or a class on that, okay? So anyways, start off small with your business, right? You don't necessarily have to jump in head first. Do your research, take a class, but also keep it as a side hustle until you know that this is something that you want to do. All right, guys, so that was my opinion on, is 2025 a good time to start your own event decorating business? I will say this before I close out this video. God had to remind me multiple times in 2024 when I was dealing with all of this inflation, and I was discouraged by it. I will tell you guys, I was discouraged by all of the inflation. It had a direct impact on my business. So God had to remind me that He is above all. He is bigger than the economy. He is bigger than the president. And ultimately, He is always in control, right? So I had to be reminded that there is nothing that can stand in the way of what God has for me. It doesn't matter what the economy is. It doesn't matter who's in that president's office. It just doesn't matter, because God's plans are always going to prevail, right? So God had to remind me of that multiple times. And I just wanted to say that, in this video, because sometimes I feel like we put too much control in, and too much faith in the presidency. We put too much faith in the economy, right? Like all these outside factors, when God is saying, all I need you to do is walk on faith. All I need you to do is be obedient. All I need you to do is trust me, right? So I just wanted to give that to you guys. I'm going to put the links for my classes in the description of this video, guys. Everything is on sale right now. Okay, so if you're interested in signing up for one of my classes, I have starting your business classes, I have decorating classes, or you can just meet with me one-on-one. So I'll make sure I put those links in the description, okay? I'm going to have a few more videos for you guys this year. I have to decorate my tree. I haven't even started. And then I also want to show you guys my church, because I finished decorating it. And then we have to do some wrap-up videos, okay? So I have a few more videos for you guys. I'm super excited about 2025. So yeah. A few more videos this year, guys, and then we are starting next year strong. If you have any other questions for me, please let me know, and I'll see you in my next video.